Wow, what a week it has been. And the 4 days in the convergence rooms are coming to a close. What an incredible experience. Have you enjoyed everything? I'm hearing so much positive feedback from many of you and just really delighting in the breadth and depth of all the sessions that have been available to us. It's been incredible. And we've been emergent and emerging in this within this unified whole of this week, World Unity Week. This 4 days has been a delight to bring you the whole story in 12 minutes or less, kind of summarizing and synthesizing what's been emerging in these rooms. And how can we see ourselves as a whole, unified whole? So we've been using the metaphor, which is really a literal example, of the superorganism, of how we already are a unified whole, planetary superorganism, and perhaps even a cosmic superorganism, that we are one undivided whole in a dynamic living process. So we've been talking about traits of the superorganism, and I brought you 9 already, 3 a day. I'll summarize that for you. We've talked about how superorganisms embody and express inherent unity and wholeness, practice distributed leadership, serve an evolutionary purpose, work together with whole systems, harmony and resonance, live in a state of coherence, rely on our collective intelligence, rely on swarm creativity, perpetuate healthy life for all future generations, and superorganisms are self-organizing. So there's the first 9, and now we're going to do the last 3 for the week. Number 1, here we go. Superorganisms live on the evolutionary creative edge. For us, this means learning how to do the same. How do we live on the evolutionary creative edge? Change happens on the peripheral boundaries, not the center. Oftentimes we think we have to rush into the center. Sometimes we see the mass consciousness as the nucleus, like how do we get back into there? And we know evolutionary happens on the edges. Can we trust that? During this week, we've had many different examples of that. This morning's plenary was on birthing the new human. That's living on the evolutionary edge. Then we moved into humanity's rising. And in the Humanity Rising session, we had a delightful conversation exploring unity. The superorganism meets the holo movement. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And we've been surfing that evolutionary edge and helping the whole see itself as whole. But we don't stop there. We've been invited into the Imaginarium. I love that name for a session, the Imaginarium. There was a session from Here to Infinity, and Ascension 101 focused on New Earth, children, and conscious parenting. Is that not evolutionary? I love that. And then we visited the Cosmic Gateway Roundtable. There have been evolutionary conversations the entire 7 days so far. We are walking that evolutionary creative edge, and I can't wait to see the harvesting of our time together. It's been exquisite. So, second principle, superorganisms develop reciprocity and sharing. For us, this means implementing a true generosity model. We can develop reciprocity and sharing and transform our current models of commerce, energy, and currency. There are so many different expressions of this reciprocity and sharing. This came alive this week for me in many different ways. There were many beautiful acts of reciprocity and sharing. And actually, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I believe reciprocity and sharing was the synergy engine of World Unity Week. Reciprocity and sharing made this week happen. From the Sign Network, thanks John Raymer, to Unify, thanks Adil, we've witnessed selfless service and conscious commitments to serving the good of the whole during this entire week. It's been incredible. And then in our sessions, in the purpose-based business and social enterprise convergence room, we had all kinds of conversations around shifting our patterns. In the One World Town Hall, we had a conversation about repurposing the economy. In the connection field, we explored money by the people, for the people. The Fountain hosted Sacred Economics in Action. We are developing our innate capacity for reciprocity and sharing. It's evident. And principle number 3, superorganisms invest in regenerative value. For us, this means developing a regenerative culture, a cooperative, efficient, and life-affirming, life-enriching management of our energy and resources. Wow, where do I begin here? I was so moved by the session last night, hosted by Audrey Kitagawa on Feeding the Future, where farmers in Haiti agreed to plant trees in exchange for seeds, tools, and resources. This was just one powerful example of regenerative initiatives that we've explored this week. It was so incredible. And it was so simple when we think of it, literally thinking outside of the box to create regenerative value. How do we do that? How do we do this reciprocity and sharing that literally this organization can help support farmers while farmers help and support our environment and our climate? It's an incredible example of this regenerative value. Sacred Lands, Sacred Sites was another amazing convergence room that not only reminded us to protect our sacred lands and water, but moved us into sacred regenerative activism. And I want to give a shout out to Vegan World 2026. Their offerings create regenerative value. And the water rooms. Uniting for Water is all about regenerative value. Check out Codes for a Healthy Earth and the World Water Law. You won't be disappointed. Many sessions, convergence rooms, and plenary sessions brought awareness to developing a regenerative culture for the regenerative health of our planet and all her inhabitants for generations to come. I want to say that one more time because I think it's an important message from this week, World Unity Week. If we take nothing else away, listen to this, that it is time for us to develop a regenerative culture for the regenerative health of our planet, beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth, and all her inhabitants for generations to come. So, I want to thank Ben Bowler for inviting me to deliver this whole story in 12 minutes or less during this beautiful and inspiring World Unity Week. The significance of this invitation is to help the whole see itself as whole, to help each of us see, feel, experience our inherent unity and wholeness, and to see ourselves as an integral. I'm going to say experience ourselves, because I think there were so many offerings this week that we could experience ourselves as an integral part of an undivided whole living system. We are a planetary superorganism, a dynamic, interconnected process of life expressing itself through us. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for taking in this brief synopsis of World Unity Week and the whole story. I appreciate so much this opportunity to do this and have loved every minute of it. Thank you so much, Ben, and thank you all for tuning in. Bye for now.
Oh, I hear a knock at the door of room one. Let's see. Let's see who may be here to come in. Shall we let them in, Linda? What do you think? Shall we bring them in? Who's knocking on our door? Oh,
Hello,
hello.
it's me. I'm here from the Sparkleverse, and I just want to magically just send all of my gratitude to all of you here in this room, quietly but so present. And this whole week has been so amazing. But guess what? There's even more. And we want to invite you to come into a magical place that's going to boost your energy and play and imagination, where you get to become whatever you want to be. You get to create your own playful colors. You can become whatever you want there. And I'm just going to put a little teeny bit of music on so you can really get a feel for what it's like to step in to the magic canoe. So I want to invite you to begin to move your sitting bones and imagine us all together. Everybody's welcome. Everybody contributes and serves the greater good, as Julie Kroll would say. So I want to invite you to move your shoulders. Hey! Imagine us, our hands moving together. Yeah. All of us together in the magic canoe as we get to be in this exploration of a musical that has emerged magically at this time, all together. Why don't you come on in with me? Let's go for a journey. Let's take this to another evolutionary experience where we can play underwater. You can go under the magic canoe. I see you, Richard Buckley. I want to see your magical play and fun. I see you, Kim Conrad. Let's see it. Magically, you can play with different features right here in Zoom, in this Sparkleverse place. Yes. Oh, that? Or you can become one with the hummingbirds. All right, so what is it like? What is it like if we were to stand up and paddle together? Magic canoe, you're all making it possible. Feeling our paddles in synergy. So good. I see Annie Spade. She's got the gorgeous blue colors. We get to play and use our imagination. How amazing is that? Yes. Let's play together. I am your magical unicorn guide. I can't wait to see you there with me. Let's go.
Let's go. How could you resist an invitation like that? The Zoom link is in the chat. Everybody go. We're going to go over there. Just go and have some fun. Come and hang out, even if it's for a little bit, right, Summer Joy? We're going to go over there and they are waiting for you. They are waiting for you to welcome you into the Magic Canoe, the musical. How can you resist that? The Zoom link is in the chat. Just pop in and say hello and click I don't know about launch meeting. You could try that, but I think that they are open and ready.
Yes, they are so ready, and they need you. because this is all a co-creation. It's emerging as we arrive there. So please come.
Okay. Thank you for that beautiful invitation. We'll see you over in the Magic Canoe. Thank you. This concludes the plenaries, and we're off to the magical canoe. Bye, everybody. Grab that Zoom link, and off we go.
Link, Unity Earth Zoom. Here we go.